Hello everyone, my name's Idiotic Synergy and today we're talking about the Armageddon Steel Legion because they're made to order for a limited amount of time. This pisses me off to no end. The reason for this is because it's like Games Workshop is mocking you. You want to play something different other than Cadia? Well, here's something that's made to order, but for a very limited amount of time. So you best hope that the stars align so that you can get enough models for you to field a unique army. Otherwise, bye! You can't use them. You can't use them. Because, you know, they're old metal models. And I quite like these old metal models. I'm not gonna lie, I like them. However, why haven't they been updated to plastic? It generally baffles me that they haven't been updated to plastic. It would seem like it would make more sense. Also, I like this guy here because he's carrying an orc head and I think that's really cool. But I really like the Commissar up here because the Commissar actually looks terrifying, not like the new one. And it just annoys me because it just shows that Games Workshop knows about the other regiments. They know they exist, yet they don't give a shit because it's not Cadia. And Cadia sells really well, you guys. Well, you see, Cadia does sell well because it's the only thing you put any effort into. I mean, when was the last time you've ever heard somebody go, "Oh, I'm looking forward to collecting catachans"? That doesn't happen because the catachan models are really dated and shit. Now, the Deathcore Krieg, however, they have a plastic kill team, which is very good, but that's it. And before you mention the Forge World Deathcore Krieg, I am fully aware of that, the Deathcore of Krieg on Forge World, you can have an army of them, but it will cost you the same amount as selling at least 8 kidneys, and it just takes the piss, because usually what gets people into this hobby is the amount of creative freedom you have. And the sort of thing that screamed creative freedom within this hobby the most was the Guard, because each Guard regiment had a very distinct style to them. Yes, the Armageddon Steel Legion and Deathcore Krieg did look similar, but there was enough of a difference there where, you know, there was creative freedom and you could really kit bash to your heart's content. Sort of. They were metal models and metal and resin. Trying to glue that is a pain in the ass, but it did exist. Now it's just this, and there needs to be more of an effort because it generally pisses me off. It pisses me off as like a fan as well. Yeah, it pisses me off as a fan and as someone that, you know, tries to get other people into this hobby. Because it's like, yeah, you can collect Guard, and people are often disheartened by the lack of choice there. Yes, you have Ogrins, yes, you have Ratlings, but other regiments, forget it. There's no option there. And when people turn to 3D printing, you have people going, "Oh no, that's not allowed. That's not allowed. It's not Games Workshop official." Well, the problem is with that is that if you don't want people to 3D print regiments of, say, Mordian Iron Guard or Praetorian Guard or you know, any other Guard regiments, maybe Games Workshop should pull their finger out their ass and update the regiments properly. So, like, yeah, I mean, we've seen the starter, we've all seen the Cadia Stands box, which is ironic considering that Cadia has been split in two. I really think it would be really cool to see a massive range update for each regiment, because it would show that Games Workshop gave a shit, and I really hope they do. I'm not... Though, saying that, will Games Workshop actually do every single regiment? Probably not. But then again, I'll settle for just, you know, Mordian, like say Mordian Plastic Deathcore Krieg, and probably some Praetorians or Valhallan Ice Warriors. I think that would be kind of cool. But, you know, just some effort needs to be put into these models. Some effort needs to be put into this faction. And you can have all the stories you want with all the different regiments in them, but without the models, it just feels very hollow. It feels hollow, and it's like it's lacking. It really is like it's lacking. I mean, hell, the amount of weird kit bashed armies I've seen from like Necromunda and Guard is astounding. People want new regiments. People want different sort of regiments. But there's a lack of them, and these made to order things always rub me up the wrong way because there's I don't know. It's like they don't give a shit, and I don't like being angry. Or annoyed, I should say, because angry, annoyed, same thing. I really don't want to turn into that channel where it's like, oh, Games Workshop is dying and then provides this as a reason. Because, you know, that's just lazy and clickbait. If I ever do that, by the way, in the future, if I ever unironically title something as Games Workshop is dying, with a thumbnail of my fuck ugly face staring at you with abject horror, then please just shoot me in the back of the head. Because I would rather be an optimistic twat than a clickbaiting cunt. But anyway, I digress. I really don't like being annoyed. I don't like being annoyed about a hobby I'm passionate about. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. I mean, these models are available, but they will disappear, so if the stars have aligned and you can afford them, then get them. I think they're... I like the sculpts. They're quite nice. They're dated. Fuck me, are they dated, but I do like them. I do like them, and I know that other people like them too. Sorry for whinging. Yeah, it's just sorry for whinging. I might delete this video. I might, because, you know, I don't like being negative, but seriously, put some fucking effort in. Update these regiments properly so that, you know, other people would like to learn about other Guard regiments. I mean, you can argue that Space Marines all look the same, and they do, but at least with Space Marines, there's variation there. There's at least some variation. There's upgraded kits, at least. But for Guard, there's nothing. Not really. And I know there's going to be an Eldar player screaming at the top of their lungs that, oh, the Eldar haven't been updated. I know Eldar need an update as well. I'm not ignoring that. There needs to be, you know, a lot of effort still, because it's not good enough. It really isn't. You know what it feels like though? It does feel like they're trying to streamline as much of the game as possible. So, like, I mean, how long will it be till, like, the only Space Marine chapters there are like, sort of like the main sort of chapters, so, like, Ultramarines, Blood Angels, Imperial Fists, say goodbye to the Crimson Fists, you know, like, it feels like they're trying to just streamline this game as much as possible, which in turn is hurting sort of, like, the lore of it and everything else, and... You know, there needs to be more creative freedom, but that's all I'm saying. Anyway, I've been Idiotic Synergy. I'll see you later. Bye for now, and take care.